Good afternoon, everyone. This is Miss Luansing, one of your Suhai counselors, and today is our 5th day of Student Mental Health Week in the month of May, which is Mental Health Awareness Month. So this presentation is recorded. You can access them and the rest of our presentations that we have done this week on suhaicounseling.com. And so today we are going to talk about self-care and what you can do to plan for your own personal plan for self-care. And so as we've mentioned this week, your counselors have 3 different main responsibilities as in their role as school counselors at Sweetwater High. So the first is academic. The other role we have is supporting you in college and career planning. And the third is in emotional and social supports. And so that's why it was very important to us to present some information to you this week, being that it's Student Mental Health Week, and especially because May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And so today, at the end of our short talk, we're hoping that you will be able to identify physical signs of stress and strong emotions that you might be feeling, that you'll be able to identify some coping skills that you can use, and be able to identify 2 specific coping skills that you'll be able to try, that you're willing to put into practice to help you deal with any stress and strong feelings that you might be having. And also, we hope that by the end of this presentation, you'll be able to identify people who are part of your support team. So adults, friends, family members that you can identify as people who can help you when you are having a challenging time. And so our first activity today is what I want you to do is to think about your no good, very bad day. A no good, very bad day. Think about how your body feels on a day like that. So when you're having the worst day ever, think about what your body feels like in that moment. Now close your eyes and think about that moment. Put yourself in that situation. What do you see? What do you hear? So when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. And when you think of that particular moment, when you're having a really bad day, which of these feelings do you experience? Do you experience shortness of breath? Do you get shaky? Start to shake, your hands start to shake, your knee or your leg starts to shake? Do you get sweaty palms? Do you start thinking erratically, like you can't think straight? Do you become disinterested in things that you normally like to do? Do you have a change in appetite? Do you get a stomach ache? Do you sleep too much or sleep too little? Do you get headaches? Do you find yourself withdrawing, like not wanting to be around people or do activities that you would normally do? Because these are some of those things that you would feel physically when you're having a really bad day. So how can you manage these strong emotions and sensations? Coping skills can help. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So over the next few slides, I'm going to talk about some of these coping skills in detail. So we're going to talk about the circle of control, some grounding activities, breathing exercises, listening, journal prompts, maybe even coloring and drawing, some guided meditation, and maybe even going out for a walk. So your circle of control, whenever you're having a really bad day or you're feeling stressed out or you're feeling upset or frustrated, it's good to take a moment and think about what part of that situation you're in at that moment can you control? Because there are some things you can control and there's some things that you can't. And it's good to think about what you can control because those are the things you can change. Those are the things that you can do something about versus the things that you can't control, that you can't really bother your mind too much about it, because there's nothing you can do about that. But you can manage, control, adjust, change the things that you can control. So when you're thinking about those difficult situations, you have to stop in the moment. Okay, maybe you are getting shaky, or you find yourself clenching your fist, or you feel your heart beating really hard. You can stop for a second, take a few deep breaths, and think, okay, what can I control in this situation? What can I control? What can I change in this situation? Because that's what you can take action on, and the things that you can't control are things that you need to let go. Another coping strategy is a grounding activity. This is actually one of my favorite ones. So I'm going to play this video and we're going to watch it together.
This technique will take you through your 5 senses to help remind you of the present. This is a calming technique that can help you get through tough or stressful situations. Take a deep belly breath to begin. Number 5. Look around for 5 things that you can see and say them out loud. For example, you could say, I see a burger. I see a bird. I see a soccer ball. Number 4. Feel. Pay attention to your body and think of 4 things that you can feel and say them out loud. For example, you could say, I feel my feet warm in my socket. I feel the hair on the back of my neck. Or I feel the pillow I'm sitting on. Number 3. Listen. Listen for 3 sounds. Say the things out loud. It could be the sound of running feet, an airplane flying by, or the sound of a dog barking. Number 2. Smell. Say 2 things you can smell. It's okay to move to another spot and sniff something. If you can't smell anything at the moment, or you can't move, then name 2 of your favorite smells. Number 1. Taste. Say 1 thing you can taste. It may be the toothpaste from brushing your teeth, or the flavor of your bubble gum. If you can't taste anything, then say your favorite thing to taste. Take another deep belly breath to end.
So that is one of my favorite grounding techniques, is relying on your 5 senses. 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can feel, 2 things you can smell, and maybe 1 thing you can taste. And at the bottom of this slide, it tells you if you don't necessarily want to do this activity where you are physically at that moment, you can close your eyes and imagine. You can imagine you're at your grandma's house, or on vacation, or maybe you're at Disneyland. You can choose a particular space or environment or a location and do this activity that way as well. What this does is it takes you out of that moment that's stressing you out and making you feel upset, and it puts you in a different place to take your mind off of the things that are upsetting you. Here's another activity. This is another breathing exercise. So let's watch this one.
All right, class, let me ask you something. When you're nervous or afraid, what is your breathing like?
I guess I breathe faster.
Yeah, me too.
Right, you tend to take short, quick, shallow breaths that make you feel worse. Well, today I'm going to teach you how to take long, slow, deep breaths that will help you calm down when you feel nervous or afraid. And if you practice this breathing exercise regularly, you will be able to train Whittle to be calmer.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
This is called 4-7-8 breathing. So you want to start out by sitting straight up like this. Now, a lot of times when we breathe in from our chests, up here. But today we're going to breathe from a lot lower, from our diaphragm. What? Your diaphragm is right here, by your stomach. Think of it as a balloon underneath your rib cage. Oh, okay. First, you breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Take a long, deep breath like you're filling up that balloon in your stomach. Then we're going to hold it for 7 seconds. And finally, we're going to slowly exhale through our mouths for 8 seconds. Pretend like there's a tiny hole in the balloon, and all the air is escaping from your mouth. Ready to try it all together now?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, wait, no. Let me take a deep breath first. Okay. Ready. Great. Everyone sit straight up. You can follow along with us if you like. Now, take a deep breath through your nose for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now hold that breath for 7 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excellent. Now slowly release that breath for a count of 8 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job, guys.
I have a question. What if I can't hold my breath for 7 seconds?
It's okay. It just takes a little practice. Do what you can for now. Let's try it one more time. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 7 seconds. And now slowly breathe out for 8 seconds. Great job, class. You should practice this breathing exercise every day for about 5 to 10 minutes. Eventually, you will become calmer and make Whittle stop throwing tantrums every time you're anxious or afraid. Yeah, this is going to work a lot better than hiding under the covers.
So like they said in the video, this takes a little bit of practice, but they have apps that you can download into your phone, like breathing apps. It'll like ring or ding, like breathe in and then ding to hold and ding to exhale. If you've got like a smartwatch, some of those come built in with like a little breathing app also. So this is a great activity to do as well, to find calm and to take yourself away from any moment that is upsetting you or stressing you out. Another thing you can do on your own is to listen to music, and I'm sure many of you do that. Think of a song that you really like that makes you feel happy. It can be even from a movie. One of my favorite ones is this one. That one you're probably familiar with, and the name itself is Happy. There's no way that you can listen to that song and not feel better, feel uplifted, even just a little bit. So whenever you're feeling stressed out or having a bad day or having a challenging experience, it's good to listen to some music that you like, because that helps you find calm as well. Journaling. So if you don't journal yet, that might be something you might consider, especially because you all have laptops now, and most everyone has like a cell phone. You could definitely journal on a notes app on your laptop or on your phone, or your phone even has like a voice recorder where you can set a timer maybe for 5 minutes and just to talk about how your day is nonstop. Just talk. Whatever comes out, you just talk, and record. In that way, you can do a verbal journal, but it's good things. Some of the things you could talk about or read about is to maybe write a letter to someone. Okay, even though you write a letter doesn't necessarily mean you're going to send it to them. Maybe list the feelings and the emotions that you're having at that particular moment. Imagine your anxiety or your anger as a monster and write a story about it. One of my favorite things is to just list 3 things that I'm thankful for, or 3 things that went well that day. Um, the slide here says 10, but I just choose 3. That's one of the things I journal about every day, is just to find 3 good things or 3 things that I'm thankful for. And that's how I end my day every day. And so that kind of allows you to focus on positive and to push you to identify positive things that have happened in your day, and in hopes that that would outweigh some of the negative or stressful things that you have experienced in that day. So journaling is a good way to cope with your feelings. Coloring is pretty awesome too. There's this virtual coloring website. I was trying to play with this earlier today. Oh, here we go. See how cool? I mean, you don't even need an actual... Oh, not working. There you go. Isn't that cool? So you can do some virtual coloring books like this one, okay? Or in our counseling center, we have a wellness room. And in there, we've got a bunch of colored pencils, markers, and things, and some coloring pages. But this is a great way to step away from any stressful situation too, and to color or draw. It's cool that they have these online versions of it too. I mean, it would take quite a while to finally finish this. So while you're doing that, it kind of turns your mind off from maybe some stressful things that you've been dealing with. So yeah, I like that one. So here's another option. So the videos we watched, there was a breathing activity. There was a identify your 5 senses activity. So there's the 5 senses, there's the breathing, and now this is a guided meditation. So let's watch this one together.
Welcome to a middle school meditation prepared by the Hogger History Podcast and Danny Hogger's YouTube channel. Begin by folding your hands in your lap. If you haven't already done so, you may sit in your chair or sit on the floor and straighten your back to a position of comfort and relax any tension in your back and your arms. Interlock your fingers to rest on your stomach or your lap. Let all of the slack in your arms fall into a comfortable position. If you are comfortable, close your eyes slowly. Don't worry about anyone around you, in front of you, or beside you. They should be doing the same thing, and don't allow anything to distract you. This can take a few moments. Just relax. Start focusing and becoming aware that you are breathing. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel your stomach expand as you breathe in with your hands. Hold that breath for a few comfortable seconds, and then breathe out of your mouth slowly. As you exhale each breath, let all the stress and tension leave your body. Again, breathe in through your nose. Hold it for a few seconds, and exhale out of your mouth. Notice that each longer breath is slowing you down, making you more clear and more focused. Feel your lungs fill with air, and then release as you exhale. Tension is leaving your body with each breath. As you breathe in, picture light coming into your body, going through your lungs, through your legs, and through your hands. Any tension or stiffness leaves as you exhale. Your muscles are relieved of energy and tension as you breathe out, and you're noticing your breath is becoming more slow and more rhythmic. You're releasing all the tension and stress from your legs with your next breath. Allow your hips to relax, and picture that light with each breath coming in and exiting out. And picture a blue inflated helium balloon tied to a string, tied to an envelope. In your mind, you have a pen in your hand and write down anything that's worrying you or troubling you or causing you any mental stress or problems. And write those things out on that envelope in your mind. See the handwriting form as you continue to breathe and visualize putting that paper into that envelope. Continue to breathe. Seal the envelope and release it. Picture that blue balloon rising into the sky, getting taller and taller, and slowly start to lose your vision of that balloon. And as you breathe, it carries away your problems and your worries so that you can focus again on your breathing. Now you're only aware of your breathing with no distractions. And if your mind starts to wander or think about something else, simply bring your mind back to your breathing. Continue to take slow, rhythmic breaths. And your body's now feeling very relaxed. Your mind is clear and it's focused. You have calmed your emotions and become content. Rest here for a few more breaths. And now we're approaching the time to end this meditation. So when you feel ready, gently bring your attention back to your body, to your hands, to your legs, the room that you're in. Slowly open your eyes. Wiggle your fingers. Let air flow through as you gently wake back up. And when you're ready, comfortably return to your seat quietly without speaking to anyone around you. Thanks for enjoying this meditation. Have a great rest of your day.
Wow, did that make you relaxed or what? I love those guided meditations. Coming out of them, I felt like I took a nap, and that was like 5 minutes, right? So those are wonderful things to do. There are so many guided meditations that you can find on YouTube. Some of them are short, like a minute. Some of them are long, like half an hour. So you can definitely find what suits you on YouTube. So something else you can do is positive self-talk. Oh, this slide came out funky. Well, anyways, so positive self-talk. So sometimes it's hard for us to say positive things to ourselves about ourselves. But what I have advised some students to do is maybe set an alarm on your phone that goes out maybe 2-3 times a day with some of these positive affirmations. So maybe at 8 a.m. at 8 a.m. every morning, you get a message. At 11:30 every morning, you get a message. At 4:30 every day, you get a message. And maybe right before bed, you get another message. And each message says something nice, like you're smart, you're strong, you're beautiful. Just some positive things that you know about yourself that can help remind you at different times of the day of what a wonderful person you are. And so there's some listed here. I'm intelligent. I learn from my mistakes. I'm responsible. I'm calm. I have faith in myself. I'm strong. I'm determined. I'm kind, and I'm a good friend. You can even Google positive affirmations, and there are lists, images, all kinds of wonderful things that you can use to help yourself with positive self-talk. But I really like the alarm that it sets off every once in a while during your day to remind you that you're a wonderful person and that you're strong and that you can accomplish great things if you put your mind to it. So we listed quite a few coping strategies to deal with any mental health concerns you have when you're feeling sad, stressed out, frustrated. So out of all of these, you might want to think about which two you really liked, which two you're going to try, which two you're going to make a commitment to put into action when you're having mental health challenges, when you're feeling angry, upset, sad, stressed out. Which two of these do you feel like you could use, you could do? I like breathing. Breathing, I use that a lot. I like circle of control also, being able to say, I can't control that person and how they talk and how they act, but I can control not being around them so much. I can control walking away from them when they start saying things that I don't like. So circle of control and breathing exercises are my two go-to coping strategies. There's more of a list here of coping strategies that we didn't talk about specifically, but there's some here about dancing. Maybe you've got a pet, petting your dog or your cat, playing a musical instrument, or even taking a nap. That's always great to do. I love taking naps, so that's a great way to find some self-care as well. But one of the things that I would really like for you to think about is identifying your go-to list of people you trust. You'll hear my son playing the piano in the back. But who are the adults, friends, and family in your life that you can go to when you're feeling stressed out, when you're having mental health challenges, when you're having that bad day? Who is your support system? Who can you go to? So I'd like you to think about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 blanks here. But I would say if you can at least identify 3 people that you can go to when you're having a bad day, that's good. Okay, so I want you to think about who are those 3 people. And next time you're having a bad day, reach out to them. Okay, just tell them, I'm having a really bad day. I'm not feeling good today. Something's on my mind. And if you identify that person, I know they care about you. And I know they love you. And I know that they are ready to listen to you, to be there for you if you reach out to them. So identify at least 3 go-to people. Okay, that's something I would like for you to do for yourself today. So somewhere, maybe on your phone, on your Post-it, in your planner, somewhere, okay, put those 2 coping strategies that you identified you're going to use and your 3 go-to people, write that somewhere. Put it somewhere that you can see often. So that's a reminder to you that those are your coping strategies. That is your coping support system that can help you through those days when you're having not so great a day. And so I want to thank you for joining me this afternoon. Thank you for watching our videos all this week. Again, it's Student Mental Health Awareness Week. And May is Mental Health Awareness Month. We will be sending more mental health tips through our Wellness Wednesday messages every week. If you ever need to talk, here are your counselors. There's 8 of us at Sweetwater High School. Although you're assigned a particular counselor, you can see whoever you're most comfortable speaking to. We're all here for you. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us today. Happy Mental Health Awareness Month, and we will see you soon. Take care.